The Crane and the Crab. There was a crane living near a pond. The crane was too old to catch any fish and found it difficult to arrange for food. The crane started thinking of some way out so that he could get his daily dose of fish. A brilliant idea struck his mind. The crane sat near the bank of the pond with a sad face. Then some fish observed the sad faced crane and asked, "What happened, Mr. Crane? You look really sad." The crane began to cry. It said, "A great astrologer has made a forecast that doom was around the corner for the creatures of this pond. Severe drought would come, which could make the pond dry. That would be the end of life for all creatures in the pond." All fishes, crabs, frogs, etc. converged around the crane and listened with rapt attention. One of the fish asked, "You're quite wise because of your old age. Do you have any suggestions for us to save our lives?" The crane replied, "I always fly in the sky, so I have a fair idea of various ponds and lakes in the jungle. There is a much larger pond which has plenty of water. That pond is too big to be affected by even the most severe drought. I can give you a ride to the bigger pond before it is too late. This is an opportunity for me to pay back for what I got from this pond." All the fishes, crabs, frogs, etc. agreed to this. Thus, happy times were back again for the crane. Every day he carried one of the fishes. But instead of taking them to the promised bigger pond, the crane ate them. And it said, "What a delicious meal!" This continued for some days, and one day the crane thought, "I have had enough of fish, and I think I should eat something else for a change." The next day, he asked a crab to hop on his back. The crab was quite happy to grab that offer. When the crane was soaring high in the sky, the crab was amazed to see the vastness of the landscape. While Crab was enjoying the flight, his eyes fell on the huge heap of fish skeletons. He asked, "What is that? Looks like a heap of fish skeletons there." The crane replied, "You should begin your last prayers because I am going to finish you off." The crab was shocked and it kept quiet till the crane landed on the ground. Then he suddenly grabbed the crane's neck in its strong claws and killed the crane. That is how the cunning crane met its end. The crab walked back to the pond and told what had happened to all the pond creatures. The story teaches one not to trust anyone blindly. It also teaches how one should use his wit to come out of a critical situation. Like, share, and subscribe for more stories.